I was here for me. Some mama kwaba edeba a year Bryt TV. Make I will say you streaming live on Facebook. You can join in the conversation. And we will be now person will cancel. I'll wait to me a text Mebo Modiana Makai Amal. My next guest and now be coming Sam and then Babe train como a Sally Mann. When I'm a social media and so we say a barefoot and 10 time video and so. Obia Kasali asem na who is Sally and then we buy and then Babe train como. Na one chance. Some people say that no wonder she's Sally Mann. I just about Kasa to say Bema. Chese, and no, and I'm for editing more TikTok. But today I have the amazing Sally Mann here, and we're going to get up close and personal with her. Let's find out how she even found herself in this media space to start with. Sweetheart, Bibi Aboko.
Boko.
Okala de mi nyampo.
Oh, also no plantain chips. So the neofe.
Bibi Aboko. Me da say. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. Me da say pa. You be share come twetwe na Sally. Me person me dey will call. First of all, man na you wudi ana say industry name
ma we dey amami. By virtue of marriage until I got it.
Oh, okay.
My name is Sally Frimpong. That is my name.
And then so the man
Sally
is
Frimpong man.
Oh, I see.
It's by virtue of association.
And I made this. And then the dinner new super be aqua.
There be no correct.
Sana
oh, say me din wa.
Me say
and say me.
Some man so yes spelling MAN.
Yeah.
What you say? Inti any bibi aqua say. But anyway, let's come back to you as a entertainment journalist, an entertainment analyst, someone will say, and I say, a pundit. Let's see how you got yourself into this media space. First, we start in Kwetripa.
Like, I've always been, that kind of girl.
Okay.
My role models growing up on a Gifty Auntie, and then the Sama Barcourt, and then the Akushka, and then Barbara Gazy or Barbara Sam. So I've always been like a chatty person, chatterbox. So
right.
Growing up, as early as 3, 4, I wanted to do whatever that,
So you knew what you wanted to do?
Of course. I've
from
always wanted
a very
to be
young
a journalist.
age.
Yeah,
okay.
I've always wanted to be a journalist.
All right.
But as to what type of journalism, I didn't know, but I've always wanted to be a journalist.
Okay. So then you had to go to school to study journalism and all of that.
I went to AIJC, now AUCC.
Okay.
To be a journalist. So I'm a trained journalist. Okay. Yes, I did communication studies. Yes.
Well, people will say that they know you more for your punditry, like Senia will express your opinion on issues as to say be a article B and I say BBC.
All right. I've worked with graphic for graphic communication, Ghanaian Times.
Yeah.
So to be very honest, growing up, I didn't think that I wanted to be on TV. Or that I wanted to.
I
wanted to be just a reporter where you report on stories and all of that. And I didn't even know that I wanted to be an entertainment journalist. I wanted to do just news, the hard news. So I'm a reporter. I go to report, press briefing. I'm there, Kolebu, maternity ward. I'm there, So I wanted to do that, but when I got to graphic, and Nana Beni, that's him, like I like the entertainment, bits, especially when we go for shows near the year. And that's when the interest of the entertainment
started.
Okay, but I didn't even want to be on TV because growing up, now I said I'm a journalism, report, I had a few offers from television stations and all of that, but I didn't think that I was matured enough to be on TV because now people that are on TV with this mentality say TV
well, I think that mentality is still there.
No, it is, but however, who say it's not always so.
Okay.
Without sleeping around. Yeah. Yes, people have done it, but to them you can be in it without sleeping around. But now the notion is say I feel say be temptations no mean to me resist it. Say be fan say no be the jaguar no be the bibia be jo mame blow me cash. Maybe I might not be able to do it, but me call my name kakra my spirituality I call on a different level, no. That's when I'm Dr. Khan, the late Dr. Khan.
Right.
I decided, so well, yeah, you know, showbiz extra on Happy FM. No friend, Mr. Sally. The way that you are vocal, because Dr. Khan saw me grow, so when him how I
what
was
you are capable of.
Right. Say, come and I'm saying no radio. Nah, I don't think radio. They made to me I hear radio. So Sally, come and try it. So met radio. So that's about, is it 13 years ago? Metina so I was able to say what's on my mind the way that I wanted to know. There was no filter, no. And people were all like, hey, she can talk and all that. That's when the interest of wanting to analyze issues, you know, wanting to criticize, wanting to critique, came in. Okay. So that's how come I back.
Media space.
Radio. I was also in the media space, but not on
radio or radio on entertainment TV, and stuff like that. TV, I see. Yeah. I see. Well, looking at this industry, you know, well, I think I have had my fair share, but we will be a what share waging pa na say what can't same be a necessarily no and you'll be an anyway yaging. But oh dear watch the waging. A yarn and pimpy no as so mean kind of saying repercussions eba as so a chasem eba for you no how do you handle such issues?
First and foremost, let me put it out there.
Right.
Me a Jehovah's Witness me.
Oh sir.
Yes. And
into Kwasenka.
Of course.
I do. Sure?
Yes, I do.
2 year evangelism.
I do.
Hey, wow.
I do.
Hey, what's surprising?
By virtue of me witnessing to them and
wow.
things like that. So
wow.
I'm a witness first, and I know how to play this game so well. I'm in it, but I'm not in it. I'm a firm believer of the Bible that you have to live in the world, but you don't have to be part of the world.
When you say you are in it, but you are not in it, what exactly do you mean?
For me, when people was space we want, it's for popularity.
Okay.
It's for this. Mine is not for that. Mine is not for that because me who say I don't want to be really part of the world like that. I want to live in it, but I don't want to be part of it. So me wonyama ma peggy so much my popularity no endorse. What I say? And for instance, my social media platforms, I'm there, but it's not there for the public.
Okay. I
use a different name, me feeding and me use just to monitor the echoes around the world in terms of entertainment. And entertainment, me all rounder.
Okay.
I watch football, I watch tennis, I watch golf. What I say? Like me should be anything entertainment just to educate myself. In case say something pops up about a Tiger Woods and I can be able to know. So like I'm all rounder an entertainment person. We show reality shows. Oh, I'm a queen of reality shows. I watch reality shows like nobody's business.
Right.
Or everything I watch it. And my yemi in such a way say I don't let this industry control me. I control how I want this industry to roll.
Okay.
Into my job offer be personality profile. This is about me whole 17 years in this industry. This is about the third time.
What call another personality?
Yes, somebody is asking me about. I shun away from all those things because I feel my work should talk for me, not somebody, getting to know, no, I don't think that is what I want to sell. Okay. What I want to sell is what I see and the impact I make it. That's one. See, repercussions, obi or how be feel, but I don't.
Okay.
Because
not to say the egg can also
no. Say no obi na ebe kasa o. Na asema na waka na trigger. I don't get people tagging me to anything.
Okay.
Okay,
as regards to personal life and what you do, you can't want some na bibi awakoka.
Yes, but
not
and it's not even say the social media ni hono what tag me. So all the people people will give near the end, I hardly my manager Samir Rasta now will go like, hey, as someone I trigger people are saying this and I'm like, you know what? And me, I have a thick skin in a sense. I'm highly opinionated.
Right.
And your opinion of me, and that's how you also share your opinion, it doesn't affect me in any way. I will not even listen. Who will you get to listen to mine? But the other bet on social media, and so I cannot be, it it doesn't come back to me.
Okay.
Say yeah, be like, oh, why you wait? I say, hey, Charlie, yeah, microphone ebe friend. And the man can say, oh, Sally, we now can't say yeah. I hardly hear any of them. Repercussions, maybe I shall one casa and I make on one assembly trim. What you say?
But do you have people approaching you, say, will be a wakan once, maybe a entry man? Because the way a man would share opinion, no. So will be a discerning enough or be taking it very personal.
Yeah.
Why you're discerning enough, you know, or be having big problems with you. When you're in your massa, do you have artists that woman will be a insane and normally when you share? I've seen artists, some artists, Shatta Wale, where did you attempt any other day? How do you feel when you see such things? And that's it. Also, what I say and get it to you, but how do you manage it when you find yourself in that same media space? Ebia, ako kan se mesi ase woni na kopie baby. Utumene ne kasapo na ne ko kasapo na ebia wa mfiwu ana say will behave rude towards you and as who no approach you say amami asama da no kan say no say now can mampe. And how does that make you feel?
No, but to be very honest, nobody has been able to approach me to tell me say I've said something about them. First and foremost, I don't come to your bedroom to pick information. It's what you put out there.
Right.
So if everybody is taking a bite on something that you've put out there and I'm taking a bite, you can't disagree with me. I don't have any issue with that. Disagree with me, but I've personally not had anybody come to me say that, oh, my son no can be on nation team no the But this industry, you know, my principle industry when we say I keep a very close knit.
Okay.
My friends are very few.
Okay.
Me down for a more industry way mono ye. If I say me down for people that I share personal stuff with.
Not people that you know, not acquaintances or way.
I have plenty acquaintances. And when I meet the acquaintances, I'll make you feel like, say, you are the most closest person to me ever. Me tell when you put 2 penny in baby I met the whole industry.
Okay.
And my friends are
sure.
Yes.
Because I nipa 2 no almost one nipa 2.
No, people don't know where I live.
Okay.
Because I make it very intentional to bring in people that I'm comfortable with.
Right.
Me yanko for ye Ekuamuakwa, Ghana's most beautiful. Debbie or ye sales executive multimedia. Dorina View. You know, and on the side, you know, Yvonne Okoro.
Okay.
You know, Yvonne Okoro is somebody that sometimes I share personal stuff with. So I keep everything close knit, and I choose carefully
what to put out there.
No, who are my friends?
Okay.
Do you understand what I'm saying? And among even these friends, you know, I know what to tell everybody.
It took what way baby. I wouldn't say
Exactly.
But you know, the thing is that these same close friends are people who equally have close friends.
Yes.
So possibility, I'm not saying that's what they do, but possibility say be a obino ubedi wo hun komo high.
Yeah.
But you can only trust what you share with them, say ABA MP, but you don't really have control over that.
That's what I'm saying to you, and they say, in as much as say they are my friends, you know, I also know what I share with everybody.
Okay.
And let me also not leave a family that I've always had. Ajamai Prempe, Ajingo, you know, Power Entertainment, Fredima, Kwame Bwedu and son, Sami Rasta, Anna. These are men that I've known for majority part of time. I'm and me entertainment person, and I'm a journalist. You know. But I've never heard say anything that I've discussed with any of them. No,
baby.
Nah, they protect. I think I would say I have the real MVP friends. They protect me. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Sometimes
I do.
they give me feedback. I will go like, oh Sally, we never senka. Oh, can you say, okay, I'll do better. She knows I don't have filter. What you say, but and also my family, my mom, and my sister, and all of that. So I don't really open up too much, and I don't get people coming to me and say, hey, Bia, oh, for instance, Shatta Wale, Obianim saw a vocal and all of that. And me, I tend to respect people like that. So, Phyllis, I've said something that you don't like. You know, no, say it. You say it anyhow. What I say, devoid of insults. Me, my
but
only.
Shatta Wale insulted you.
That's what I'm saying.
Were you offended?
But Bema be an alternate will be a deal or baby at a friend prostitute. what I say, and now your vagina is smelling, and I say whatever it is. My vagina is not smelling. So, Jonas, I'm not a prostitute.
Right.
What I say, the people that I've known as partners in this lifetime, I can count it. So, do you get what I'm saying? So, I'm not somebody, and someone all can you know. No, so I'm not bothered by what, you know, and more so Shatta Wale.
When you say more so Shatta Wale, like,
I mean, Shatta Wale is not somebody that should insult you or you're offended.
Why would you say that?
On your stable, on your consistent. And they'll be carry, a dear child no be carry. Such a person, so yawa, would you think it will get to your skin? Me, it doesn't. It doesn't. It doesn't.
I see. Anyway, let's move on. Let's come to a year analyzing media data. No, like you rightly said, you spent over a decade a year industry. Definitely know why you might be brave any idea. I didn't even know that you work with graphic and I didn't know.
Yeah.
And now you know. And when you go on social media, we have to say, oh, and then you'll be asking, what has she done?
A lot of my friends will go like, Sally, they keep asking who you are, what you are saying, but and yet bother to me.
Okay.
If you don't know who I am,
somebody knows.
Do you get what I'm saying? And if I want people say who are now, what's now what I don't care about you. I don't talk about you. It doesn't really bother me, and I don't want to be known anyways.
Okay.
My for 17 years. Social media now I've done it. I've always been blunt.
Right.
But social media now I say, oh they no but if you are somebody and now follow me for the longest time, I've always been this.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not just with no filter.
No.
But people say that when you went on a year United Showbiz, you were much calm. I said now you're calm, more laid back, more reserved as compared to some of your submissions are you power media any idea I don't know.
Listen, I think the opportunity that power gives me, no media house can ever give me.
Okay.
There's a segment here what power so I can say meaning say what internet and so now bibia you bibia. If you have strong opinion about it, you come and share.
Right.
And entertainment shows beyond a liberty. No?
Okay.
Inti se power me koswa me shenya me si wo week not something that I want to take a bite on. I take a bite on. Okay. That's when people project.
Okay.
But so if you invited me on your show, based off the questions that you ask me, and say me do I'm very calm.
Yeah.
What you say? Based off the questions that you ask me, you know, and when the actually got baby, and I say BS, me share my opinion about something
that you're passionate
exactly.
About.
That's when Ebema actually got baby. But when I went on United Showbiz, there are topics that they were discussing about Fantana, about this and all of that. What you say? And I shared my candid opinion about it.
Right.
So that's what I'm saying. Say it takes me. I know I'm a bigger personality. I can't even feel this room. So that's why I always give thumbs up to Dr. Khan. Any my prempe ajingo for say they really
understand
make me go like do what I love to do the most.
They give you room to be yourself.
For me to be myself.
Okay.
Other radio stations near they ask you questions based off the AC. Now I can't and I express it anyhow.
Okay.
But some way like I share my opinion about strong opinion about something that also any idea.
Okay.
I'm much calmer when I go to other platforms. So if they are to give me a harder topic where I need to express my hard opinion, I would. So you can't blame me. Okay. You have to blame them.
I get your point. Now let's look at how you analyze media data. When you collect some of these data, how do you analyze them? Do you put yourself in there? Are there times where issue? Do you do that? Like, how do you analyze the data that you collect?
What it is that I'm not a hateful person.
Okay.
I don't have no hate for nobody in this industry. Me no my DNA on a personal level, I'll tell you.
Right.
There's no need for me to broadcast it. Me petty like that.
Okay.
That's why a lot of people see me differently. Say I'm say Doreen, and yeah, why am I dear door? Dear, I am media. Na mampe. I don't even go about telling a third party.
Right.
Because I chose you to be my friend for a reason. What you say? Say, oh yeah, why am I there? Oh yeah, there na I am media. I am media pa. Because so sorry. Yeah, squash it. There's no need for me to meet Akosia and be Doreen. Oh, I dear na I am. I don't think like a woman.
Okay.
That's why that name and by virtue of association, it perfectly suits me because menje to so bad, menye petty to so bad.
Okay.
What do you get what I'm saying? I'm not petty at all. I tell you how it is. And we move on. And when a friend we are my dear na me kasa we are, I don't even bring it back.
Okay.
And then now yeah, no, I don't do that.
Okay. Okay. That means that there are no personal. But no, we say. I don't want to say make us a controversial because I know you're controversial. But people share their opinion, say you're very controversial, and you talk about people as though you have some sort of hatred for them. Would you agree with that? No,
I think, say, people are not usually familiar with my style because there's nobody doing that in this industry. Where Ya is my friend, but if Ya goes below the belt, I'll let Ya know that. You know, that's why I say. I don't bring nobody's personal issue that I know.
I just said Niamba Abontia in
Jigget, I'm good friends with a lot of celebrities. I talk to them. They are my acquaintances. I invite them for events. You know, I have my own events company called Lioness Media and Events and all of that. I do a lot of protocols. And all these people, if I invite them, they come in their numbers. If I want award presenters and I speak to them, they come.
Okay.
Prince Davido said, like they come. So these are people that I'm sure they know that I'm very truthful.
Okay.
If you've done something that is wrong, it is wrong. Near Wudima Kasawo private, I'll never bring it out.
Bring it to the general
because
public.
I feel say it was a privilege. A lot of people don't know that. You know, it's a privilege. What's them exactly? Yeah, na on set to say somebody like Kwame A+. I love him. But sometimes the privileges that he gets to speak to people, I think he brings it out too much.
Okay.
That's my only bat about him. But he's a phenomenal human being. I feel that what somebody tells you in private should remain in private. I've never had, you know, an altercation with a friend or whatever. Something that they've told me in private, I even bring it in an argument.
But with Kwame A+, do you think he shares details of whatever it is that happened? Because most of the time, you know, maybe I may be wrong.
Yeah.
Correct me if I'm wrong. But most of the time, you know, what I would hear him talk about is, I don't know, minini shia or joint way, and I'm in the kasawa and I say. But I don't know for sure if he brings out detailed
sometimes
conversations.
He says that.
Okay.
I just brought him because I want you to know how different people are.
Okay.
What you say? Say, hey, be a meshiao. I say, Joe, a friend say, guy, we, Charlie, was it say, near there. It was a privileged conversation. Minya, was a mumba. Na men kasa say, ya cra say, that na boy we, say be a boy and ask a mabano. Na boy we cross open. No, I would never do that.
Okay.
So that's what I'm saying, say, I'm different.
Okay.
And I love the fact that I am different.
Right.
Do you understand? Say, and who say a controversial, and I say or not, who ya gets it to know me a little bit.
Yeah.
You know, say, I am also the sweetest of hearts.
Right. Right.
What you say? Assembly bar, mini filter. What you say? But me career, it ends there. It is not anything personal or if it's personal, they are not there minimum foul because I know a lot.
A lot to do with a lot. But what can say personal? Or we beg to differ in the sense that where you call people hypocrites, and now as you say, or you say that is a personal attack on the person's personality. And to know, obey to me, I find it personal, and I won't answer.
Hypocrisy. Somebody acting hypocritical.
Yeah.
The person is not a hypocrite, but the act is hypocritical. What you say?
I mean, there are instances where you said, I remember that of Celestine Donko. Also, a hypocrite.
Of course, it's a hypocritical act.
So, were you talking about the act in question or the person?
No.
Because whose statement in say, or you hypocrite.
Listen, say utie me submission na.
Right.
Kabe who say it boils down to the act.
Okay.
I don't know her personally.
Okay.
But I know what she's done. What's it? A hypocritical act.
Okay.
Say one call will be funeral. You've never even placed a call to the person to say my condolences. However,
now you don't know who's so in place. What if someone throw any pan back door? How would you know?
that's what I'm saying is that anything that I put out there, if I don't have information, I won't.
Okay. Okay. That answers the question.
What else? If I don't have that information, because Saturday na see me crowd me bringing it to, because that video I took it.
Okay.
So opposite, you know, I was so excited. Na me call mama guy, Empress Ado. I say, Celestina posted video. No, I say, Celestine. Celestine himself me BBA. Do you get what I'm saying?
Right.
That's when I'm. I had one friend. So friend. Do you get what I'm so? Say, if you've not been able to do certain things to share, say you share in the pain of the other side.
Why post it?
No, don't post it. That's all.
Okay. Okay. I see. Well, in one of your interviews, so Oka Sembi and I really wanted, because I thought they be in the spur of the moment, no Oka Sema. You don't really get the chance to explain further for people to understand.
Yeah.
But then I think you granted an interview to Zion Felix, where you made a statement. The last part of the statement is what I want to find out. Where, in fact, prior to that, I think show. So you said that you had no regrets about things that you said on the internet and
yeah, because that's the truth. Though.
Okay, okay. But do you regret talking about the fact that someone didn't give birth naturally?
I don't.
Why don't you regret?
Because people don't give birth naturally.
But is it a sin not to give birth naturally?
I never attributed it to sin.
As a woman looking to say one vaginally, you are not woman enough.
Okay.
That's how it looks. But
okay.
me no me and Sunim say a woman some does.
Yeah.
And you have no control over what turns out, because ubedu ebia wunim sa okwako ubedu ye better say you say because of XXS into wound to me. And we don't have control over that. So when you make it sound like say be a one, because your words were God able to prepare me, not just say the people that gave birth through operation or whatever. No, does it mean that God did not prepare them? Does it mean they are not women enough?
I truly and truly, I have no regret whatsoever, because I know what I was saying.
Okay.
And I know who I was targeting it to. Okay. And I knew the person will get the message when I say that. Because I'm one person, if you know me, I mean, you're so trivial against anybody. But sometimes, some fans can be really trivial. And they can act very silly and stupid. So, sometimes, people the taste of their own medicine. Right. So that they will know that there's no monopoly over stupidity. We all can be, but we choose not to be. Me, now, the interview that we had, it had nothing to do with, it was OPSC's program that I went there, we were discussing about that. And then Zion Felix, I know the quarter that he's coming from. Okay. I know the quarter that he's coming from. He intentionally asked me that question for something, because I know him. I've been following him. And I've heard things. Do you get what I'm saying? You heard from one person, more people. Do you understand what I'm saying? So if you pose a question like that to me, you pose that question to me, you're asking for somebody, right? You said, Kofo say, they were now criticizing all your controversial, fair uba. Who told you I want to give birth? Who told you I want to give birth? Right. Who told you it's every single lady's dream to have birth, to give birth? Who told you? Me, originally, I never wanted to give birth. I wanted to go into unassigned territories and preach about God's kingdom. That's what I wanted to do. But life happened. You know, you meet your partner, you meet your husband, things change, and you go with the flow. So long as it's not against the laws of God to give birth, I don't have any issue with that. Right. So it is not everybody that wants to give birth.
That I agree with you.
Do you understand what I'm saying? So if you come at me and says, oh, and Kofo say someone will criticize fire back, fair back. What if I was indeed barren.
Are you saying you were triggered by the question?
Of course, I was triggered. Okay. What if I put myself in that situation? That what if I was indeed barren? I didn't have a child. Must my work remind me of not having a child? Do you get what I'm saying?
Right.
So I wanted to also throw a shade.
Okay.
And I did it. And it targeted the people that I wanted it to target.
But don't you think that women that have given birth through cesarean section will feel offended?
Yeah.
And more so looking at the fact that once a community now the education about cesarean section near the we have cases where and now back hospital cross or quack or near catching so cesarean section. Ebi to be Johnny Hospital for that sorry fee because Osro or better sorry fee or nebia or anybody in so making such a statement and looking at the caliber of numbers that you can pull and putting that statement out there, don't you feel it's going a long way? Maybe you were targeting somebody, but maybe it goes beyond that to actually have an impact on women that are pregnant, expecting mothers, and even those that have gone to hospital.
I wasn't talking to no person.
Okay.
I want to know how I won about through cesarean, and I say or like on Uber. I wasn't talking to that.
Okay.
We live in our industry. We know our language. We know who we are targeting. Okay. It wasn't for the masses. It wasn't for anything. I was also throwing a shade to a quarter that I feel has been targeting me because of the fact that, their darling, I will criticize me if you buy food for me and you do something that is wrong. My mom, I'll tell you, Mom, you were wrong. Do you get what I'm saying? So it wasn't for any of the masses, or it was targeted at somebody.
Okay. Do
you understand? And I think I drove the message home. That's all that I needed. Yes, I did. Okay. It really went down. Do you understand? Because of the calls that I received from people. Do you understand
what would you say to people that felt a certain way?
No. It was basically not for them.
Okay.
Do you understand what I respect womanhood. I respect everybody and their hustle. I respect so many things about women because I'm a woman myself. Do you understand what I'm saying? But this industry, we have our way of dealing with our own issues. So it has nothing to do with, the public or somebody. Do you understand what I'm saying? Because if you send somebody to come and ask me a silly question, I'll give you a silly answer.
My next question will be, what's your proof? Say, Asuma.
What's my proof?
That you know for a fact.
That's why I'm saying that. In as much as you don't see me everywhere, I'm everywhere. Conversation that were had was recorded and sent to me.
Okay.
So I'm not talking out of, talking. And when people sent it to me, I saw a couple of people also called me personally.
Okay.
That we went here, we discussed you. But you keep, talking about say. If you feel, say, you want to live in an island, right, go purchase one and live in it. But if you want to share in this space with all of us, Anna, if you don't keep your stuff to yourself, never internet, me will say, if anything of mine comes out and people are talking about it, me am I reckless enough?
And I want money.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Mene Saliman and Etchin Komo, baby, I think we'll boil down to the entertainment industry. Yeah. For you, where you sit as an entertainment journalist, analyst, what do you think the future of Ghanaian industry, Etie? Recently, there's been a lot of comparison where we saw Ashake fill the O2.
Media compare a lot.
I'm driving it home to you. We have a lot of Ghanaians talking about the fact that they say Ashake of yesterday. I don't mean to say that in a disrespectful manner, but looking at the journey, I think 4 years ago or something, any baby and never babedu, and Ghanaians
and he does it in Yoruba,
and singing to Oyibo, in Yoruba language, they don't understand it, but they are able to sing along and all of that. Ghanaians, this has sparked a lot of conversation, especially on Twitter space and all of that. Na Sako dear Samini, Shatta Wale, Stone Boys and all of that. Why are they not able to do this? Now, Sawa here hosted a Twitter conversation with people, and then Shatta Wale was on there as well. And then he was asked to say, Adintina all aspire say on also the O2 arena. Because looking at the crowd, and I say the numbers that Shatta Wale to me pulley at the Accra Sports Stadium, comparing to
no,
the
he
O2
didn't do it alone.
Okay, he did it with medical,
but
facts.
medical didn't take any shine. He took all the shine.
So you think that he took it from medical?
Yes, and medical has allowed it. So.
Okay, let me go back to my question. Now, I mean, say what busa Shatta Wale about say the want to me on also aspire so be reaching that high height because your chef feature on Beyonce. Someone will say that should have been the climax and what's it or milk it from to be the Shatta Wale and the king of Ghanaian dancehall like he claims to be, but it's not happening like that. And Shatta Wale's response was that it's not his priority, and that you are no person wenya ewo music muno wenya eye efie ne businesses ne $1 billion or war any ade no eno na no pe wo
also no $1 billion.
Yeah, 1 billion if I stand to be corrected, but that's what I heard listening to the interview. No ne sika e won account mu odidi fine or live fine or you okay eno na no person onya wonyum ti se ne Ghana for ye compare no to say na Shakena to Burna Boy na wan no ye nyai. Now boiling it down, no, does it mean say the fans and then the consumers are aspire say your musicians see and na nko some feel auditorium say omo bo shows say near the adin ebia na ye na pem omo but omo ankasa mom ne de omo mpe ama omo ho sa
say Shatta it's not Twitter space so it did the whole Ghana and I said cement industry ni say where Aseka is, Burna Boy is, Davido is, Wizkid is. He doesn't want to be there. That's a blatant lie.
But that's his feeling. How would you know he's telling
you see, where now his career has dipped. So when your career is dipping or has dipped, these are some of the defense mechanisms that you get because why you see. He has hit the roof of Ghana. Shatta Wale has done it. It happened to Samini, my favorite. It has happened to Sarkodie. It happened to Stonebwoy. It has taken the intervention of Def Jam to take him from here to the next level. Our industry has always suffered.
Right.
The next person to take you to another level. That has always been the problem. So I mean huge investors because the artists can do whatever that they need to do here. Get as much popularity as they want here. But the one person that will hold your hand and let you jump is what this industry is lacking. So if you've tried,
no, in fact,
it's not happening now.
You get content with what you have.
Exactly, but what can you do? You're not sellable anyway. Do you get what I'm saying? I feel, say, your system and your structure, and yet, your industry, your royalty, your royalty collection society is not doing anything. They spend half of the money on internal wranglings and affairs. And bad musicians in the whole. We all can attest to that.
Yeah.
Government is not doing much about that. But when it's time for politics near there, they call these same people, even their political grounds, without music.
It's not even possible. They need music to drive the campaign messages.
Do you get what I'm saying? Yes. System, no structure, no policies. Second thing they say, our rich folks, the musicians do not make the music business-like for them to get attracted to want to invest. Because your boss, Joy Daddy, CEOs,
Dr. Manfred,
they did a lot for Ghanaian artists.
Yeah.
They did a lot, I know. Because I've been to their place in Koforidua a couple of times with artists. They did a lot for artists in Ghana. But it is always, I'm coming to beg. Doctor, I'm doing a show. I want you to sponsor. Versus, doctor, I have a proposal where music is now very lucrative. If you invest such and such amount of money, or if you're able to go on this project, this is the amount of revenue that we will get for you to get your money back. No single artist or mythic friend said businessmen or chrome ha, and yet for the flex. It's for the flex. I've gone to Despite. Oh, I'm smoking cigar with Despite. Despite is showing me his car, his garage. The car.
It's not always about the business for the music.
If it was about business, these artists should come out and tell us, oh, I presented a proposal, this proposal to this person. The person didn't see that. They always go rubbing shoulders, being friendly with these big men, and the next minute, they will give them fuel money for them to go. So it's always the peanuts. Always clamoring for the peanuts. Oh, boss, me call boss, and me baho. Hey, boss, and they know, me ho. It's all that. They are businessmen for crying out loud. Give them something, and that's what the Nigerians do. Every single Nigerian musician has oborobia, no tanechia. What the numbers say ba, or the sikeba. Olamide neta sekechi. What I say? Look at what Olamide did. Olamide was compared to Shatta Wale because he was also rowdy like that. But it got to a time that when he had all that attention, you know, you limit on the rowdiness so that you'll be able to attract
potential investors.
Good number. Because listen, every businessman, no yet small, no, and I know one year class you. One go school crowd do level be a sikano by virtue of the money, no, the certain class. So they wouldn't want people that will insult women vagina. Oh, who are every single thing. Oh, you are a prostitute, right? When a woman gave birth to you, calling every woman, oh, your vagina is smelling. When the only ones that you are chopping is the ones smelling. So deal with it. Do you get what I'm saying? So apart from government policies, these artists are not business-minded enough to approach these men because you have a good number of rich men in this country.
Well, you have a point.
What you say? If you make them see streaming platform, Kofosika will make it out of streams in Nigerians. It's not easy. And no one alone will bring a return on his investment. So we are not able to do that. Also, we are too much content. What I don't know if it's a cultural situation. The Ghanaian biya oh, look at what Shatta Wale is saying. Because ideally, Shatta Wale should be rubbing shoulders with Burna Boy. Because when Burna Boy wanted to come here, Burna Boy went free Nigeria and Ebaha or free UK and was selling the brand to the Africa. No baha. But now if you hosting, no. Then drink most smoky because it was on the internet. You smoky, stayed in your home. Oh, free her by because I remember that year, Burna Boy came for the VGMAs. The response the crowd towards him wasn't too much.
Yeah. It was like he rode on your shoulders.
Hosanna, Hosanna, Hosanna. And a pat. Okoye, and he's everywhere. You could not even keep that friendship. You became envious of the successes that he was shocking. Do you get what I'm saying? To the point, say it got to a banter where you are even were inferring that he was even sleeping with the mother.
Yeah.
So we are not able to put ourselves together. Joe, we are too content. Anna, I don't know if it's arrogance or we feel we've arrived with our little numbers, or we feel we've arrived by getting a name that everybody is chanting. Because you, Shatta Wale, Burna Boy sat in his interview, said his favorite artist in the world was you. Was you. What happened? You saw him make some move. Bro, what move are you making? Charlie, help me. Is it not the same Burna Boy that took Blacko in? And where is Blacko?
On international platforms.
Exactly. So we are too comfortable. It's like,
would you say ego?
I think also I've mentioned to it the policies. They are not presenting business ideas to these businessmen enough, and also it's a cultural thing. I say, you're content with whatever we have. I say na ego na bem. Oh Charlie, me krasa, I mean me try krasa Burna Boy, me fear no better. And so what? Now Burna Boy stand with Beyonce and have a conversation. Something that you should have gotten that opportunity to do.
Especially when you
when Burna Boy Beyonce Gina Hono, somebody came to write, Burna Boy is living the life that Shatta Wale wanted to live. Of course. Because yeah, who interaction be with Beyonce when you even shot the video with her. Do you get what I'm saying?
I do.
Ain't
two things say sorry, we answer.
Yeah. So I feel say ego.
Okay.
We are ego tripped individuals. It's like ye nisika, yet we are too big to ask. When Wizkid empese on catapult in your bibi, Ghana han otana. Ghana, as I'm speaking to you now, you know Davido and
Ghana.
Kid Wire.
Yeah.
They are in Ghana.
Yeah.
They own properties here in Ghana because they feel like Ghana and Nigeria, no, there's some sort of rivalry and at the same time friendliness.
Yeah.
Ghana for Nigeria ni etumwa. It goes where? Look at Obiti said Pato Rankin was here.
Yeah.
Mr. Easy was here. Joe Boy is here. But now, look at their status.
Right.
Because listen, before Boy Webenya Kukure Inyanya. I remember say now I was the PRO for Paradise Entertainment. Paradise Entertainment had VIP 4x4, Miss Bell, Mimi, Divalish, you know, Quarter at a point, Kwesipi at a point under that label. What you say? And no, Paradise Entertainment they hold the AK Sunstress now. The bands and assembly na okay. Me say Obaya will be VIP. You see, VIP was our biggest export at that time.
Yeah, they made a lot of impact in Nigeria.
One like prostrate. Ewo VIP boys in me and sano.
And I say,
prostrate. Oga, bless me oh. Your success that you guys have gotten, bless me with it. Ofri ho no koda duke so. And I say, prostrate. Oga, bless me. And chebia na inya kukuri. Do you get what I'm saying? Because we're familiarizing with our artists so much. Say, we say, upio plugs a I'm so damn sure. Say, Shatta Wale would have opened some doors to Burna Boy here. Wizkid, the same thing with the R2Bs.
Yeah,
Wizkid practically lives here in Ghana, like it's his second home. But look at R2Bs. Look at Ifia. It because we are like, oh yes, you're a star. No, you are not a star.
When these people are, they are stars.
No, here, local stars, I agree with that. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
look at your best rapper, Sarkodie. Sarkodie is our best rapper. Take it or leave it. The only rapper, the first African rapper that got the BET.
Yeah.
Sarkodie should be headlining shows in Nigeria. Which I said, Sarkodie was friends with Ice Prince. But Sarkodie, Nidia one Nigerian. If I tell you, you'll be amazed. Every Nigerian superstar, they recognize him.
Yeah.
What has he been able to do with that recognition in Nigeria? Has he been able to stage a show where Ebia Wadam for Ice, Charlie? Let's stage a show together.
Yeah.
Let me be your partner here on this side. Let me market myself. Sarkodie has not been able to do it.
But what if he's tried but didn't work out?
Listen, if he's tried, he should come out to tell us. Because all of us are very agitated with the way that our talents are blossoming, but yet it's not going anywhere. That's why I am just giving my support to Blacko, giving my support to Kim Promise. Because where these people that we thought were going to take us to paradise, were thinking, said they will be able to mark them territories. He's using humility to be able to mark that. Now you are Wizkid show boy, Tottenham boy, 62,000. Say 3 minutes in power, we're making an impact.
Yeah.
What you say? Yeah. So I feel say we policies, not business ideas to businessmen. We are too content with what we have and an ego. We are too egoistic. Nigerians, when they want to make it, they don't care about their ego. Sarkodie was the person that says, when you fall in love, your ego is useless. When you want that blog, you want that money, your ego should be useless.
But there was this conversation, especially about this Wizkid Tottenham show, Now, because I think Bulldog raised that conversation where he said, oh, who say, how to be,
they drink, smoke with him.
But they don't, when or co stages, why they don't, and then they said, there are so many factors that are considered during this show. Ebi a Wizkid de ka onum kwa, ko betu ya say, oh, ebi efia Bramianko, Miko show he say, but management asembebem, sika sembebem, strat sponsors, the omo pay any sign, and all these things plays a role as to who they decide to put on the stage. And Tebia near Tietre near Case, Unin Crofo ya yon kofani say, but omo koye shows to say cra, un near che and answer ye mawa quenya maun quatana saying can. Ya can say yan can ye.
When me tea whiskey
that be mean shanida.
Okay. His love for them people that you've mentioned, there's nothing that he wouldn't do for them. Let me give you a backstory. Apparently, R2B's was in London, went for rehearsal. He actually booked them on the show. Kim Promise was also booked on the show. However, last minute, you know, changes about say as a set, that's almost even the kind of music in the idea. Anna, open up for that's the information I have.
Okay.
Open up R2B for say no. You almost set today they can't change, and as a result of that, they will not be able to perform. Kim Promise was given the same opportunity, but he took his. The set, you know, wasn't changed, and yet R2B's any Kim Promise in one set in SSI
will be at the SSI.
He whisked and put the SSI.
Okay.
But he never built. He took up the challenge. Said 5 minutes in pony a ma a year Kim Promise. Do you know what he has done to him? Let me bust your bubble. When Asha came to Ghana, na obe introduce Nigeria free. I want to set in him.
Yeah.
Did friend say Jackie didn't perform? Jackie performed. Sarkodie performed. Stonebwoy performed.
But he introduced
Tiwa. He introduced Tiwa. Introduced Phils. Introduced Oslit. Do you get what I'm saying? Look at what he did. Oslit, after that introduction, Billboard 100, he was number 5th that week.
Because exactly.
Bella asked, I saw it on the internet. Bella asked, because that's the same question that I wanted to ask Asha. Why not our people? But Bella used a different approach and said, oh, Charlie, we wanted to hear all your good songs that we growing up, like Climax, you know, them things and all. And I said, yes, I wanted to play all of that for you guys. But a few hours to the show, my set was changed. What changed is the Nigerian incorporation. Is a dance god people, them dancing with him. That was what changed. So what happened? Who pulled that plug for it to change? Because listen, the impact that the 3 performers made versus Sarkodie having a 35-minute performance solo. What I say, Stonebwoy having a solo performance, Jackie having a solo performance. Because you see, Tiwa didn't need that introduction.
Yeah.
Jackie needed it.
Yeah, that's true. Comparatively.
Yes.
Yeah.
Tiwa didn't need that. Tiwa has been branded as the queen of Afrobeat. Are you kidding me? Coronation now you introduce Uche said they see a born and son of Habijina performing.
Yeah.
Tiwa is not bigger than it's not better than a fear. No. But because we are too laid back. Yembisa. I went to a party last 2 December. Davido was there. And a very prominent rapper was also there. Guess what? Freedom and Justice guy, friends, Cheddar, came and went straight to where Davido was. It's Cheddar a musician?
No.
But the rapper was in the same vicinity.
But they didn't go there.
So I made an inquiry. Say, Charlie Joe, guy where you go now, what's your house? Say, Charlie, last time that they met in Lagos, some man is spending a lot of, do you get it? Sanko for you know, spending a lot of money. But here the sika.
Any pisca.
Wow. It's affiliation. You are talented. But hey, they have the means. They have the big men that are willing to invest. Why not
affiliate yourself
with them? That is my me tell me a musician. Like I will kiss all them people their asses. Because
Obiso say I'm not going to kiss anybody.
That's why we're where we are.
Yeah.
But listen, when Burna Boy kiss Shatta Wale ass, Eddie Drew Hono, it has not taken anything away from him. Now he's the highest paid African act.
Yeah. Your time, so I want to wrap up this conversation, but mama me one last chance. I don't know, so what Burna Boy interview now say Afrobeat is big. It's like I say, take Afrobeat. I don't know. Have you watched that video?
Yes, I have.
What do you make of that?
I think that people have, opinions and all of that. Just like people sat here in Ghana and say, "Oh, hip life crying, high life never better." If Obi a particular journal, I think he's into more of the Africanism kind of, it's very attractive and marketable. Right. So there's a way that you can go, because Afrobeat is also taking the world by storm. Do you get what I'm saying? Yeah. With this Afro nation that they have stops, Mexico, Puerto Rico, this and all of that, they are selling it. Rema was in India, courtesy of what? Afrobeat. Yeah. So, yes, usually people that do the original African songs, tend to frown on the Afrobeat and all of that. But listen, we can have as many journeys as possible. You are thriving with Africanism. Others, like Davido and Wizkid, are also thriving with Afrobeat. Okay. So let everybody enjoy. Are they making waves? Yes. Wizkid, you're nominating American Music Awards. Yeah. So it means he's doing something. The same shows that you're able to go on, Jimmy, Kimmel, Jimmy Fallon, all the shows, the Breakfast Club, all the shows that you go on, these people also go on. Right. So I do not think, it is okay for us to have one genre, because hip hop war. But now you see the Chris Browns, the Omarios, and all of that. They are also tapping into the African beat and things like that. So I don't agree with him. Just like I do not agree with a lot of people say we should just have high life. High life is our core, but we can have a lot of branches to it.
Mene Saliman and Architrin Komo. Very insightful conversation, I must say. I enjoyed the interview, Salut Kazao. Yeah. But anyway, thank you so much for coming.
And I would like to thank you for bringing me here. When Cole called me, I said, with you, I'll do it. I mean, you've asked me certain questions. I'm meant to me clarify. Yeah. Certain things. Yeah. I'm not a bad person. I just do not have filter. That's all.
Or call it raw. But anyway, thank you for giving that. Sometimes, most of the time when we ask such questions, people assume, oh, you want to spark controversy. But my point is that, look, I've also been on other platforms where I say things that people misconstrue. Mostly because you are not giving ample time to really explain yourself. So, Senia will be better or be fan or no. And one or the better. Yeah. Whereas a be a would trust you because mantias yes. So sometimes that is why we ask these questions. But
thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome, darling. And for I had I'm rabbi my requirement did you mediate a CMD the MCI a boy make I will say Vical 20 Adaraman did you mediate a brew Vical 20 the ultimate immune system booster for you, your family.
But be a call.
But you be call for your officer. Mama will be cry. Okay, 18 Vical 20 a dry a pharmacy wouldn't even say with just a little bit over 40 Ghana cedis over to me in a bottle of Vical 20. They be an ayana make us a mama fair phone to me no one more omuman colano for soon to me no. But I collide to 12 years and above obey to me Vical 20 Kivo hot pepper. And so a mekosama FDA for Agiatum. Makacha says say no market now to mekosama unimni any afra. But their FDA Agiatum de woody that be your cry ube home chiaquine na waji de woji. Cover organic foods tiger nut powder so yeah they fry ye niane ama fiber ne woman adorso. Pep Students, the number one trusted brand when it comes to toothpaste in the world. Ain't pebito na ebeboa. Nyankopon ya adom ne won kwam na hoden wo ho next week Tuesday ye be sign ehia medi e de ya yeboa. Me da se say na wo hwe me.